yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They'll take for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip gods into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make great.
All right, guys, let's get this party started. If you want a reading, be sure and visit my stand store. It is linked in the description below. And as always, we have a fair use, a disclaimer. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share the video if you like it. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. What's up, guys? Hello, I'm back home. Oh my God. It's been wild going back and forth to my kid's house. But it's been a good time. It's been a good 3 days, and I appreciate you guys being here with me tonight, because we are going to be talking about Chiron in Taurus and what it means, where your Chiron is, where Chiron is transiting in your house. I mean, we could be talking about all of that stuff tonight. But I want to first say that when Jody and I did that live the other night, okay, when we did the live, afterwards, we went and got something to eat, and I put out a short. I want y'all to watch that, okay? Because that short, I mapped the missing, right? I mapped the missing, and I had a spiritual experience where I just knew that it felt like missing Jody Brooke Anderson because what had happened was got off live, went and got something to eat. I had to pee. I'm a Southern girl, okay? So we try to find a back road real quick. I'm old. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I can't be holding it. And we stopped. We ate on this little path. This like it's not little. It's almost a half of a mile. And then the railroads cross, and there's just nothing but thick, woods to each side, and then there's railroad tracks, and then there's woods beyond that, and so it just felt really creepy, right? And then I got back to his house and I looked up her map and wow, it was profound, absolutely profound. And I'm saying all of this to say that I am an astrologer, so I can see my chart, I can see how things are working, and I look at it in all different angles, and I'm just an observer. What I ask of you guys is just to be an observer. The other thing is tonight, I didn't even for the live, I didn't put any hashtags. It's very simple. And I'm hoping that maybe afterwards, put the hashtags and try to draw more people in. But the summer solstice is coming up. That's the longest day of the year. That's coming up. Chiron has just come into Taurus. We have, you know, the different angles, the different expressions that they're making, and you can just see it kind of playing out in the world, right? And I see it in this collective manner where Chiron in Aries, it's going to be different than Chiron in Taurus. So it's interesting that today on June 19th, Juneteenth, and this is also Pride Month. And so I just think that it's very interesting that Chiron in Taurus is going to be coming into that house of values. It's about self worth, what you truly value in life. A lot of times, for me, I try to see people as mirrors and I try to observe. I try to understand them the way that they think. I try to understand the way that I think. My Chiron is in the 11th house. Where is your Chiron? If you don't know where your Chiron is, the myth of Chiron is he was immortal. He was an immortal creature. He was a centaur, but he really wasn't a centaur. It's just a story. And he got wounded by a poison arrow from Heracles and Hercules in Roman. But it was an accident. Anyways, the long story short is that he couldn't heal himself. So he asked Zeus to switch places with Prometheus, who was chained up because he had given humans fire. And so Zeus chained him up because of what he did. So we've got the fire and we've got the earth. We've got the fire energy with Aries, and now we're coming into an earth, more energy. So money, oil, resources, any type of resources with the earth. We're going to see that collectively. We're going to see that, but it's not going to really take hold because it's also going to travel back through Aries until I think like a 25 degree, a 24 degree. So it's gonna, I mean, it's only gonna hang out in Taurus at a 0 degree. It's never gonna reach that 1 degree. And so it's gonna travel back. And then once it comes back into Taurus, it will be in Taurus. So it's kind of like a little teaser. We're gonna get to analyze and see what the values are. But today makes us, I mean, it's a significant day that we are seeing Chiron and Taurus come into, um, I mean, leave Aries and come into Taurus. I think that it's amazing because we are seeing Juneteenth, it's civil. It's about our values. But anyway, so I wanted to also take a look at the energy tonight. Hold on, let me put on my full screen here. Here we go. I'm going to show you guys my full screen. This is when I began the live right here. It began in, or I began the chart at 8:25 p.m. tonight, June 19th. And I can definitely see that there's a beginning and ending here with the ninth house, and that is definitely about teaching. It's about things that we learn, things that we are learning with this Jupiter energy. And it's with relationships and balance. There's a balance here. I can definitely see that. Oh gosh, the TBI. I do live here in Tennessee, so I do notice the TBI when they are in transit, and there's definitely things of the past. And there was an interview with Jennifer Wick's family today, well, with their spokesperson with News Nation. So I can see that. I can see that. No doubt about it. Things of the past with the TBI. There is also um, there's another transit that I see. Like, I mean, it's insane that I see. One of the first cases that I started working on, Jennifer Lynn Fay and her sister and I became really close. I see that case today in a major way. Actually see it. I've been seeing it get even more intense. And like right now, it's pretty intense. So I really wonder, I wish I could be a fly on the wall and see and hear everything that's going on with that case because it's so dear to my heart. And I can see a lot of things that could be taking place and I don't even know. So I'm hopeful. I'm so hopeful. And Mary Ann, oh my God, I'm so excited that you got your long form birth certificate. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Hey, Jeff, Jill, Orb Attraction is in the house. Witchy Mama, hello. Thank you for being here. I'm worn out, guys. Hey, Cindy. I've been going back and forth. Michelle, if you're still in the house, hey, babe. Marianne, I'm so excited for you. You got your bird time, honey. That's wonderful. I hope you guys are doing good tonight. I'm worn out. Chiron in Taurus is also about, your values and your self-worth and just stability. Also being, stable and just, an even kill. It's ruled by Venus. So Aries was ruling Chiron. Now, for a long time, it's going to be Venus. What is it? What are our values? I know, wake up, girl. Wore me out. I'm worn out. So Jody and I had this experience, like, I don't know if you want to jump on panel, Jody, but if you do, you can just click the link, get your booty up here. But man, we had an experience like like I didn't go to sleep until 3:30 in the morning, guys, and that's big for me. That's like the latest I've stayed up in years. Well, maybe not years, but a long time. This is probably since the last time we hung out with Jody. But yeah, I mean, it was wild. The trees were blowing. I mean, we were just, and I was like, I think that this could have something to do with Jody Brooke. And then we went back and I showed him the lines and he's like, girl, I mean, we just can't make it up. That's crazy. But Chiron, guys, is, wherever your Taurus house is, that's where you want to take note. And if you have, like, I have the 11th house with Aries, and then my Taurus is in the 12th. So really, Chiron and Chiron and Aries, and then Chiron and Taurus is the same house for me. It's the 12th house. So for some of you, it could be the same way. I mean, it could be, you know, it could be in the same house. It hasn't really changed houses, it's just change signs. And the sign is definitely gonna matter. The sign is definitely gonna matter, even though it's in the same house. So you are switching from a fire energy to a more earthy energy. You're gonna switch. There's going to be the values are going to be heightened here. Yeah. You wore me out. He was like, let's go play some pool. I'm like, that was last night at like almost 12. No, I guess it was 11, maybe 10, 11 PM. He's like, "Let's go play some pool." I'm like, "Yeah, so old." 7 house is Taurus for you. So it's your relationships and your partnerships. Relationships and partnerships. So it's gonna change from your values with relationships and partnerships. Could have something, it's about your self-worth. What is it that you are worth? You are worthy. You are worthy of so much. But you are the one that is going to dictate that worth, right? You're gonna be the one. Self-value. I think it's a beautiful thing too that we see this with Pride Month and Juneteenth. I think it's a beautiful thing because that can show us the you know, a root a root of some of this, um, bull energy. Venus can be a bully. Venus can be a bully. Venus isn't so, love, light, and all that's bright. Venus can be a bully. And those of you that have like Jody rises in Taurus. So, but Chiron is in his 12th too. It hasn't made it to his first house. And it is about your self-worth. This is a big turning point for all of us personally and for humanity. It's for all of us. All of us. I wonder if it's going to have anything to do with the earth's resources, the earth itself, you know, the plates. We've went from a fire energy to a very earthy. So this we're gonna see a change. It's a big collective transit for us. It's pretty big. And we're gonna get to see a glimpse. I mean, we're not gonna get to see the full force of Chiron and Taurus, but we're gonna get to see a little glimpse. And that's gonna be pretty exciting from a observer standpoint, is to see how this is gonna work itself out. There's nothing to be scared of. Knowing where your Chiron is, though, I think is so liberating because for me, it's in the 11th house of groups. It's my friends, and these people that I get close to on these cases. I mean, they can become, really close. One of the last cases, though, with Jennifer Faye, her sister and we had to stop talking because her health was deteriorating, and her husband wanted her to just stop. Just stop dwelling, stop thinking, stop, being online about it and go inward. And she had to make that choice. It was, her husband, her family. It was taking a toll on her that the media was crazy with it. Well, they had become that way. I mean, the podcast about Jennifer Lynn Fay and Pamela Faith Roach, that became pretty big with the case. It was a podcast called The Case. But yeah. So for me, it's my friend groups, and it's coming from my friend groups, and it's coming down into the 12th house. So my Chiron return was in the with the house of friends. My Chiron return was with Jennifer's sister Yvette. And I started to understand more about my Chiron. And I think when we understand more about the Chiron and the pain, look, Chiron never healed. That is something that I think that we all really need to reconsider when we think about Chiron, is that Chiron never healed. It's not a pain that we are just going to wake up one day and it's healed. We're not going to be able to go to enough therapy. Okay. We're not going to be able to. This is an ongoing pain and suffering that we deal with internally and with, the collective as well. That's the way I see Chiron. for me anyway. And for the Chiron, and it's in the creative house, the way that you create, the way that you have joy, where the sun is wanting to take you with a lot of attention. It's in the fifth house is also about kids. It's about your children as well. Pisces is, oh man, Pisces can be so much. It's so deep. It's the depth of the ocean of the unconscious, of the spiritual realm, but it's also illusions and acceptance. Pisces is so about acceptance too. It's the house of nirvana. It's about prisons and hospitals, things of the past with your health, addiction, alcoholism, any type of service that you give, any type of giving. Pisces is very giving. We give, 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 give. Um, we sacrifice a lot. Pisces, there it's pain with it's pain with sacrifice as well. Yeah. Chiron in the fifth house, Pisces. Gosh, I wonder what we talked about with that orb. You have no idea where your Chiron is. Do I have your birth chart? Hey, Smack Talker. Good to see you, honey. Good to see you. Welcome in, honey. Welcome in. So, this chart, though, it just, when I see it today and I think about Chiron transiting into Chiron and I see Jennifer all in the transits and I see some of the perpetrators that I have investigated, like Richie Natali. I see him in the chart. I mean, I just want to go all out and go full force on her case again, but it is what is it gonna all I'm gonna do is just talk about it. The search, the search is real for me. The search as a mapper, the search is real for me. And if there is any way that Jody Brooke Anderson could be where me and Jody was the other night, man, I wish that there was a search team that could go and search that. Like that has basically been most of what has been on my mind. It's hard to stop thinking about it because I just felt it. It was just such an intuitive hit when I was there. And I think that that is a beautiful thing when you can map and you can go to the place that it was so unexpected. I mean, I didn't even expect it. And then when I see it on the map and it tells a story and a beautiful story of possibly closure, you just want to see where it takes you. And my work, it's like, who is really believing in it? Who can really, go to these hot spots and not give up? Who can stay with it with me? That's all I wish to do, to give service like that. But is because it's a, 12th house pain that we're coming into with my self-worth, my value, with things of the past, with this Pisces energy, with the unconscious and the subconscious, that's where the realm is. We have like, in the 12th house, you have one foot in the spiritual world and, one foot in the material world. It's very hard to balance with the Piscean energy. And there's a health axis too, because then you have Virgo. You have Virgo that's wanting to put everything in order. And you're really not understanding the order of things that Virgo is trying to put it into order. So there is kind of this axis where you are, um, there's a challenge. And sometimes these challenges, like these oppositions, don't always lead to bad things. It's can be great things that happen with oppositions. And I think oppositions get a bad rap because this Taurus Chiron, what's going to happen is that axis is Scorpio. So the axis with the Chiron in Taurus, the opposition is going to be Scorpio. And so these two forces, we're going to be seeing these two forces quite a bit. That is what we are about to be seeing. It could be about fraud. Taurus and Scorpio is things are hidden, investigations, money, values, you know, um, hidden sex, taxes. Um, Things are hidden with investigations with gems, minerals. I mean, I'm just thinking of anything and everything that we could be. There are so many ways that this can, express itself. Because it's the 2nd and the 8th house, so it's about your values. That's where Venus rules, and then we've got Scorpio, the 8th house, the house of other people's money, we could be looking at Social Security. We could be looking at finances, loans, debt, things like that. And when we were born in debt. So we were born into slavery from a with a system that takes we get a Social Security number, and this number is what dictates everything about you and the debt that you owe. I mean, so I think that that's gonna be playing a little bit of role with it. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Yeah, happy Juneteenth, guys. Yeah, we were just talking about that. We were just talking about that. It's not a coincidence that Chiron has come into Taurus with June 19th. And this being Pride Month as well. I mean, humanity isn't we are not all the same. And the bully with Venus, there is always a bully with Venus. Don't think that Venus is so sweet. It's about our values. And sometimes our values can be bullying, you know? It's civil. It can be civil or it cannot be civil. I would need to print up my so when you're live like this, I can have it in my hands old school. Right. That's exactly what we need to be doing. That's exactly what we need to be doing. School's in session, guys. Bring your charts. Come on. Come on. I think we should. What should we call it, Orb? What should we call it? You want to come up here and read a card for us? I wish you would. I feel like we need some. We need some orb attraction. We need some Laura. And if you don't feel like it, don't feel pressure. Don't feel pressure, babe. But I would love for you to. I would love for you to come up here and talk to us. I do think we need to get into a habit of having some type of sessions where you guys do bring your charts and we talk about it. We can it can be private, it can be very private and it can be just, certain members that get links. We could even start doing something like that where it's like a private chat with just a link. I wonder if we could do that. I think that that's possible here on YouTube. I think it's possible. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. I'm willing. I'm willing. I'm willing to do something like that because I would love to do class with you. Exactly. Let's do it. Yeah. Does everybody have a printer? Probably not. That would be so cool. Like a learn to read by yeah, by using your own chart. Let's do it. Let's do it. I would definitely need help with organization, but I could try. I could definitely try. I think it would be fun. That would be something good for us to do with this Chiron too. Because Chiron, I want all of you guys to know where your Chiron is, what it's aspecting and how you can work it in your favor. How you can work everything in your favor if you can. I mean, if there is any choice in the matter, you should see results with this. you know, if there is any choice in the matter, we should be able to see results. Astrological blessings. I love it. I do have a chart. If you don't have a printer, you could draw it out. Yep. Yes. Yep. I would love that. Well, y'all are on board. Well, let's do it. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts how we should do it? How should it go down? Just a live, a members only live, like something where I just, send you a link. What do you think? I would like to have something like my old paper doll set for my chart. I need to fix mine. What do you mean you need to fix yours? Oh, fix your chart. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. You want me to do that right now, Marianne, where you can take a picture of it? Hey, it's Fire. You want me to do that, Marianne? A members only, you think, Cinderella? Okay. Members only? Okay. I can dig it. All right. Do y'all agree with Cindy? Members only? I think that would be fun. So, Marianne, tell me what your birth time is, honey. Is that the only change that I'm going to be making is just the birth time? Or what about the city and state? Okay, so y'all are agreeing. Okay. Okay, so what do y'all want to title it? So when I do these lives, I may not can do them on a schedule, but if I can, we could just have something to where I'm just, y'all know that whatever this thumbnail is, a whiteboard, girl, yes. Yes. And, I could even do that too. I can erase one of my whiteboards. Do y'all want me to do something like that where I erase one of my, I get a whiteboard up here and I start showing you guys how to draw a template and the ways in which they are connecting with each other, like learning it live? I mean, that would be fun, but I think that that might be too much. What do you know yourself? Know thyself? Know thyself, bring your charts. Okay, that sounds like a great title to me. That could be like, when y'all know that that thumbnail is going up for members only, the Know Thyself series, maybe. We can start in the 12th house, okay? So we'll start in the 12th house and it'll be the Know Thyself series. How about that? Jen, I don't have a chart I want you to do soon when I can afford. Love the idea of the school, though. Have always wanted to learn to read. Right now, my readings are $20 off. So, or $30 off instead of it's $100. I remember now. Perk, I remember now. You're going to show me your board. I'll show you my board if you'll show me yours. Let's show each other's boards. I haven't written on my board in so long that I think that I need to redo it. I think I need to redo it. Oh, Marianne, she's ready for a mapping and everything, girl. You ready, aren't you? Marianne's ready for a mapping. She done told me the address and everything. That's where you was born? And that is like what is 88:36 PM? I'm so confused. You mean 8:36 PM, 12173, 8:36 PM? Girl, we could start mapping too. She already said that board is ancient. Yeah, let me show you. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it over here. Here it is. The infamous board. The infamous board, guys. There it is. There it is. And I really need better handwriting, but that's not possible. It's not possible. But yeah, it's ancient. I need to I need to do something with it. But I've got one that hasn't even been written on. Like, I've got another one. I've got another board that's just, for my writings, you know. She said, "Love it." 8:36 PM. Yeah, well, I just group them together in a corner, you know? I love being able to see it. I mean, I've had it on the wall, I've had it everywhere, but I really wish that I had a whole wall, just a whole wall that I could draw on, just a big old chalkboard wall that I could just draw on and put my thoughts on it and think about it and talk about it in my head. I'm a geek, man. There is so much information to add. Yeah, there is so much information that you can add, especially when you're just observing it. When you're observing it, then that's when you're going to start putting more stuff on it because you're observing different things. And then they become patterns. They become patterns. All right, Marianne, are you want me to pull you up so you can take a little snapshot of it? Hold on. Hold on, Marianne. 8:36 PM. Let me see if I got you. Oh, what is it? Hold on. I don't guess oh yeah, I do have you. Okay. All right. Let me go back. Okay, so I've got Connorsville, Indiana, 8:36 PM. All right. Oh shoot, what am I doing? Okay, Marianne, take a screenshot of that. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, I love the chalkboard wall. I want one. I'm thinking I really want one. Okay, Marianne, here we go. Take a snapshot of that. And whoa, whoa, girl. Whoa. Mercy. Marianne. My goodness, girl. I see a lot in your chart. See a lot in your chart. I really need to know everything about you. We need to know. Oh, well, there's a lot of things so there's something that I definitely see in your chart that I don't guess I've ever seen in anybody's. Let me show you. Hold on. And what I've not seen, this is wild, is that your second house is a 0, 0, and your eighth house is a 0, 0. So this second house is a world point with values, with lawmakers, with relationships. And your ninth house, I'm sorry, your eighth house is about the eighth house. So this is also a world point. Huh. And you are definitely connected to the United States at a federal level what just took place with like the presidential whatever went down, shit, where was it? I'm going blank. My mind's going blank. I can't think of where it took place, where Bush and Obama's and where were they? Anyway, wherever they were, the fate was right here, and there was the values were broken up with like Republican and because Bush was there. Uh, but yeah, this is totally with the United States. I was just in transit. I was watching that, and then your mark here, I've been looking at that degree because it has to do with Pennsylvania. So I was just looking at that. There was definitely some things of the past that you learned today. Oh my gosh, yeah. That is your birth certificate. That's what was taking place. And the reason why I say that is because that 1310 and 1337, that moon and Zeus that you have right there in Virgo, the first house. Well, look at that. Tonight, the teacher that learns, that teaches us something, you got a learning, you gave the learning, and that is the white moon, Selena. Things of the past that you learn. And she was a 1329 when I began this live, right before I began the live, the 1329. And so you were teaching us about things of the past. So you had gotten it, you learned, that's when you got it, and then you told us about it. You taught us about it. Do you understand, Marianne, how that worked out today? Do you understand how that happened? The teacher, Selena, in Virgo, she had just come over that magnetism. So it was magnetized to you. And so if we really observe Zeus, Zeus is really magnetism. It's the magnetism of your aura. It was magnetized to you. That teaching, that learning came to you, and it's really all about you, the essence of who you are, Zeus, your magnetism. The magnetism, the earth is nothing without her magnetism, right? And so you're nothing without that magnetism. That is you. It's very personal. It comes straight to you. And the health, in Virgo, it's broad. It's about the sixth house. It's about your everyday. Virgo is the mom. You don't really get it? Okay. Well, you'll have to go back and rewatch it. Maybe you will. Maybe you will. Does anybody else get what I was saying to Marianne? I need to try to explain it again because Selena is a teacher. You were taught something. You got your birth time today. You got taught a little something about who you are. That's what happened. And I was in transit today. And did you not teach us something? Of course you did. Because Selena was in transit with you. And so you taught us something. Guess what came in the mail Wednesday? That's what came in the mail. You're teaching us something. It's about your magnetism. When she was at a 1310 with your moon, that's when it came in the mail. You got taught something and then you taught us something. That's Selena. That's Selena. Yeah. You received it and then you taught it. You were taught something about yourself and then you taught others your birth time. It's a beautiful thing. We wouldn't have known that had we read you and, well, I probably would have because I probably said something to you about it already because the magnetism, that's not going to change. And if I saw Selena coming to you, then that, That would have been a reading. Anyways. Anyways, guys, it's 45 minutes, and I don't know if y'all wanna know anything else about Chiron, let me know. Let me know. I will definitely try to figure out, do a members only and do things with the charts and just be like, "Bring your charts, and let's start in the 12th house, and let's see what everybody has in that 12th house," and I can just teach about the 12th house. Just go house by house, you know? I think that that would be fun. Yes, Chiron was poisoned. Poisoned. The arrow was poisonous, and he couldn't heal that, right? He couldn't heal it. Here's the link if you wanna come up, Jody. Learn it, do it, teach it, yep. I think that the 0 degree is a world point. I think that a 0000 is a world point. I mean, it's something is beginning and ending, and you would think that the Aries the Aries would be more potent, but it seems to me so far anyway that the Libra, that one Libra point is the most potent. And maybe it's with its opposition to the Aries point, because they're relationships and partnerships warring. We've got this Venus and and Mars. World 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 point, Jody. World point. Get up here, boy. Get up here. Get up here. You know you wanna talk about Chiron, come on. It's like a world point, it's big. It's a beginning and an ending. So, like, when I started the live, I was like, there's a beginning and ending in the ninth house. There's a beginning of a teaching here. There's beginning and an ending that's taking place. Is it just a 0000, or is it like a 0003? Because it's kind of a difference. There's a difference with a 0003 versus a 0000, because Marianne having that world point. Oh, world like spiraling, no. And it's Venus. Yep. Gotcha. So it is a 0000, a sphere of fire. Is it, say yes or no with that? No, Jody, I'm thinking like it's like a total world point. I'm also always spiraling in Venus. Oh my gosh. Do I have your chart of Seer Fire? I want to see it. It's a 00 retrograde. Ah, shit. So what do you do for a living? How do you work that point out? Because that is something that is constantly reinventing itself constantly over and over, over and over. And anytime there is a world point that happens, it is hitting your Venus. And your Venus is where? Can I pull you up? I need to see this. Okay, so we all have Aries. We all have 2 Aries 00s. And then we have the opposition of of Libra 000. So it's not like a 0002 or anything like that. It's a 0. It's a world point like I showed you with Marianne. There's no other number there. It's a straight up 0. This is a world point. World point. Chiron has just come to this world point. And this would be about the law. This would be about contracts, your self-worth, your values, okay? And it's where you war with things that are hidden with investigations about you and who you are. Because what had happened is Selena came and hit right here. And this is your ego. This is your life path. This is your ego, it's all about who you are and something this is like an adoption type of thing. Something has happened here when you were very young, something happened, and there is a contract here that's like a world point, and it has to do with our governing agencies, I would think, because the 808 is in the United States chart. You got Philadelphia here. I mean, Pennsylvania, I mean, mm. There's a lot of internal things that are happening. So the solstice is coming into this, it's where the solstice is where Cancer comes at a 0, 0 sun. And so the sun is going to come here and is going to make a world point with communications, with home, your ancestry, your lineage. And then the sun is going to travel here, and the sun is going to shine on your south node where you've been with mom, home, roots, kids going here. So, I mean, I can see that there's a lot of things that are going to be taking place, on a personal and collective level here. But your chart does have that 0, 0, 0, 0. It's a world point. Yeah, your entire life. It's the 12th house. Okay, let me look at you as Fire. Hold on. Let me look. Let me get nosy for a second. Hold on. Hold up. Let's see. Let me pull you up, girl. Oh, I always do that. Okay, maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. What did I save it under? I wonder what I saved it under. At Sarah. What did I save it under? My goodness gracious. And then it just left me. My software just went bye-bye. Hold on. Hold on. What in the hell did I do here? I guess I just deleted it. Lord. Let's try to find you. Hold on. I wonder if I put it under fire. Oh, there you are. 7:16 a.m. Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Is that right? Okay, let me know when you're ready to come up here and you can tell us about it. You can tell us about it, babe. Well, look at you. Oh, Jill. Jill gifted 5 memberships. You're such a sweetheart, baby. Thank you so much. Guys, if you have gotten a membership, y'all thank Jill. Even if you come in after the live is over, y'all thank Jill. Thank you, Jill. Welcome to the Watchers, guys. Welcome to Watchers. Welcome to the Watchers. Okay, so let's look at it's Sarah. Hold on. That's right. Welcome to Watchers, guys. All right, here we go. Oh, we don't need to look at the Sabian symbol. Okay. So what are we looking at with you again? What were we looking at? The Venus in the 12th house. Hold on. Oh, damn, you do, girl. Holy moly. Boom, there it is. My goodness gracious. Lord, talk about clientele. It sounds like you need to be like, you need to be somebody's, somebody, the therapist, where you like put them in a trance and they, have visions or something. Like you're in the woods and you're given like some kind of healing, doing some kind of healing with clients. I mean, that sounds crazy, but like I could really take it there. I could really take it there. Damn, I see some of your visions. You're definitely a visionary. Have I ever read you? I don't remember seeing this chart. Have I ever read you? Let me know. Something is up here. Something is up, guys. Hmm. Steer fire. I've got Astera, but it's Sierra, isn't it? I don't think I've ever read this chart, but I do like it. Sorry, guys. I'm just like all into it. I haven't looked, it's been days, guys. It's been days since I've really looked at charts and I mean, I did map some, some more of Jody Brooks' map while I was out of pocket with Jody and my kids. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're more than welcome to take the link and we could definitely talk about it because I think it's interesting. I think that that's an interesting chart to have with Venus there at a 0, 0. Like, I would really love to be nosy and know how you've been working that out, how that's been working out for you. You know what I mean? We can look at Chiron too if you want to. Yeah. Thanks, Jill. Welcome to Watchers, honey. Guided meditation, hypnosis. It's my therapist. It's been very effective. There are, yeah, Mary Ann, there's just other things in your chart that we just need to talk about. Yeah, it's like it's you never know, do you? You get the membership and you never know who it's gonna go to. And it's like they're never in chat, but they could be in the bushes. They could be in the bushes. Or you could be bringing somebody in. You just never know who needed to hear the message that day or something. But but yeah, take the link. Take the link, honey. It's an open panel. Anybody can come up here. We can talk. We can talk. I'm excited for that, Anna. That would be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. It'll be great. It'll be great. You'll love it. You will absolutely love it. I think it's the best money you can spend on yourself. I mean, we gotta, eventually we gotta do something with our due, but and that's very costly. It's not easy to afford. I get it. It's not. It's a great gift. You can tell people, hey, I want a gift. I know what I want for my birthday. I know what I want for Christmas. I know what I want. This is what I want. I know it sounds crazy, but I want to talk to this astrologer. I want to talk to this girl. Oh, I'm excited too, Anna. I'm excited. I'm excited. Chiron can be a breaking point. Oh my gosh. Whew. And it's not like Chiron is just going to hit you and one thing's going to happen. I mean, it's it's a long journey. It's a long journey with Chiron. But if you can actually recognize your Chiron and what pains you and what wounds you, what sticks with you, then and then you understand the house and the sign that it's in, it's like, "Oh my god, it makes perfect sense." Makes perfect sense, man. That's the only power I can think that we could have with the pain and the suffering. That would be the power that we can own, that we can see, that we can understand, and that we can apply any type of solutions that we can come up with, to help us. What's up, girl? Hey, April. Yeah, they just never heal. Chiron never healed. You're just never the same. Exactly. And it is about acceptance. When we accept that we're not going to master this wound, it's going to be there. How are we going to handle it? How are we going to transmute that pain that and do something alchemical with it, and start giving to other people that are pain too. So you can't heal other people until you can heal yourself, but the healing is an ongoing process. So as you are ongoing healing yourself, you're also ongoing healing other people with the things that you've learned. You know, he gave his immortality to Prometheus. That's right. That's right. Fire. The ultimate, one of the most ultimate elements. And now it's the earth. We went from Aries, which is fire, to now the earth, the resources, I'm thinking. Definitely our values, right? Definitely our values. It's a trip. And Chiron is kind of like, okay, so it's kind of like a midlife crisis. Some people some people may not make it out of that midlife crisis. And throughout life, we're born with it, then we have squares with it, then we have trines with it, where it's like you could like if you have Chiron in the 11th house and that trine is coming and you're making up with your friend because it's in the friend group, or you're making up with, when it's a trine, you're making up with your relationship if it's in the 7th house. So it's going to express itself different ways where you can actually observe it and notice it and understand the patterns too, how the patterns will show up in your life and how you are dealing, coping with them, because it's really a deep wound. But it's not just a wound, it's something that is giving you power as well to understand yourself and to help other people. It's in your mind since my body is unfixable. Still here trying. Yeah. The power of the mind is it can be, a powerful tool. The mind is such a powerful tool. We can use the mind to make or break us, make or break other people. The words can cut sharp, especially with the internal words, the self-worth. Chiron right now is all about self-worth. And what is it that you truly value about yourself? Because you are mirroring that to other people too. And that's for all of us with Chiron transiting in Taurus. And so, like, whatever you rise with, like for a Gemini, Chiron's going to be in the 11th house. It's gonna be right there. I'm not good with coping. That's why you have those all those, farm animals, your birds. Like a permanent mental scar. I so feel that. I so feel that. My son is in Leo, and I know Leos have spine issues, so I'm to believe I was born like this. Leo actually, Leo rules the heart, but I guess it could be, it could be the spine. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Oh my god, that is hilarious. I saw a sign on Amazon, "I wake and bake because murder is wrong." I'm saying. I'm saying. I mean, everybody's gotta pick their poison. Everybody picks their poison. And, some of it is just earthy. It's all about the earth, you know? It's all about them herbs. I was watching a show with my son last night, and that girl that it was like some kind of cooking show, and it was really funny. And these girls were, trying each other's dishes or whatever. I don't even what if Jody, if you were still in the chat, I don't remember. Tell us what that show was called. It was hilarious. But anyway, she instead of herbs, she was calling it herbs. And these herbs and on this food. She was funny. She was hilarious. Herbs. You added it on your wish list. Is your is it posted? Is it posted on your channel? Yeah. I mean, some people it gives anxiety too. So I don't know that it wouldn't give you anxiety, but it may help you, April. Yeah, black women were trying each other's Alfredo. They were hilarious too. Some of it was dry and just, I was like, what is Alfredo without um garlic bread? One of them had garlic bread. I was like, yeah, that's the one I would pick. And I think we were thinking that maybe she was a chef. Got the drops for my 88-year-old mother for her lumbar pain. What drops? What drops? It's a pain reliever. Oh. Oh, you got the drops. Oh, that is so cool, Jill. I didn't know that they made drops for lumbar pain and stuff like that. And a Caesar salad, that would be good too. That would be good too. A salad. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that they did like drops where you could put it on people. I don't know that. Anyway, but this Chiron, guys, I mean, I think that today is really marking we can definitely see where this is going. We can see where it's already rooted and where it's taken off from here. I could show you guys, we could go through Martin Luther King. We could look at his chart today. We could look at different charts and we could see them. I already know we would be able to see them in transit. They do so many things with cannabis. Plant medicine. I mean, dang. Forget pharma, man. Tincture cells, even soda pops. They got it all. Dang. Really? I'm so lacking. I'm just old school, I guess. Just old school. Yes, Chiron is going from Aries to Taurus. But it's not gonna make it, so Chiron's not gonna make it to that actual 1 degree. It's gonna retrograde, and then it's gonna go back into Chiron. So, it's just coming in here to give us a little bit of something, something, so we can kinda see. It's just gonna get its feet wet in Taurus, and then it's gonna go back into Chiron with a lot of warring, a lot of fiery energy, and it's gonna go back into Chiron before it comes back, and I think January or February of 2027. I could be wrong, or I could be wrong. I need to look at that. I can't ever remember though. All the stuff that I look at, let me see. I wanna say that it's gonna go back. It'll go back. Oh, was it November? Let me see. Let me show you, because it's gonna do a little something, something. So we're gonna go weeks. And so Chiron right here, it's the green key. It's the key, It's the key that was earlier today when I was at a 29:59. So we're gonna go weeks. See, Chiron is at a 0036. That's July. And Chiron is gonna start going in retrograde at a 51. So within a whole week's time, a whole week, Chiron is going to sit at that 0051. So you know that it's already coming to me. I'm gonna see it. This is definitely about Hillary and this is definitely gonna be about Hillary and Nancy Guthrie because they both have that connection. This is, definitely see Israel with it. I mean, I'm seeing the same people. But this 0051, then it's gonna go retrograde, and then it's gonna go all the way back into Aries at a, let's see if it stops. It's gonna go 26 degree. Yeah, January. So yeah, it's gonna be January. I was right. It's gonna retrograde August. So in August, it will start to go back, and then it's gonna come back in September into Aries until January. And then January will come back into Taurus again in April. So in April, that's a trip. So it's really just dipping in here. You see what I'm saying? It's just gonna dip, hang out, get its feet wet, and then go back into Aries. And then when it comes back, it's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like when a planetary influence comes into, or asteroid, whatever, when it comes into another sign, it's almost like it's taking inventory. Taking inventory, I'm looking at everything, then gonna go back into Aries, all the stuff that was in the inventory, we're gonna, organize that, we're gonna fix that, and then we're gonna come into Taurus and we're gonna start working on this new inventory that we have. There's a new inventory. It's kind of the way I think about it. It's kind of how I think about it. Oh, no, honey. You're not a lone wolf. I definitely feel like a lone wolf a lot. Yes, definitely. All the time. What your mama says all the time, especially if my tinfoil full hat is toot toot tootin', I'm saying. Jody said a lot, or a lot. Cinderella says, yep. Just feeling, like a lone wolf. You'd be in the nut house without yours? We're kindred spirits. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. I think that there's gonna be a lot of things that we're gonna be able to see with Chiron and Aries. I mean, with Chiron and Taurus, but this is only just the beginning. So this is what we can also watch. You know what I'm saying? As watchers, we can also watch how this is gonna unfold. And we can learn from it. We can observe it, we can learn from it, not fear it, but just learn, see how it's all gonna unfold. And today, I think that it's significant. I don't think it's a coincidence that this is happening, that it's coming in with Juneteenth, with Pride Month, and self-worth. And, also Venus will take you down through there with money, with stability and security. So I think that it's gonna be about that too. Definitely earth resources, you know? I definitely think it's gonna be about that. I think we're gonna start seeing more of that. It'll be a little switch. We'll notice it, especially in January, but it's about people's values. That money's shifting. Values are shifting. We miss you, girl. We miss you. I'm glad that you're in here tonight, babe. Mm. All right, does anybody want me to look up anything for you guys? I just wanted to come on here and just do a little chit chat, say hi to you. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna be on a map. I'm mapping that stuff with Jody with, Jody Brooke Anderson. That's got me all messed up in the head. I want searchers there. I want dogs there. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know how I'm gonna figure it out, but I think it's an excellent place to search for her. The lines are telling a story. They're telling a story. I mean, Jill, I want you to see it. I want you to see it. And we need to get somebody with a dog, but it's high grass, lots of high grass. I don't know. What would you call it, Jody, if you're still in the chat? Like, what would you call that? I need to record it during the day so you can see what it looks like. Definitely. I guess we could take, um, I mean, at least me and Jeff could go look at it. We need to just go look at it. I guess you could take, an axe and just start, you know, uh, a weed whacker and just start whacking the weeds. I just think we need to have a class. We need to start doing like little memberships where we bring the chart and we just go over the 12th house. What do you have in the 12th house? And we just kind of do like a little group members live. Cindy, your chart, nobody, I don't think anybody's chart's boring. Has your life been that boring? No way. He says a gravel road in the middle of tall grass and woods in between two sets of railroad tracks. Do you think we could search it, Jody? Pretty easy. Do you think we could? And she went missing almost 10 years ago, but you never know. You never know what we could find. And I don't know whose property it is. I guess we would need to find out whose property it belongs to, you know? Yes. Yeah. Yes. The 12th house is. And this is how it shows in. Yeah. Yeah. And just start at the 12th house. Bring your chart. Jules may help. Yeah, Jules may help. I mean, if we could get we would have to we would just have whoever came, we would have to pay them to come. But we would also have yeah, the probably the railroad. So how would we get permission to search that area with the dog? Or do we just I mean, it's a road, but I would say that that's private property, you know? It's not posted or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know. I got a lot of work to do to try to figure that one out, and to get with the family too, because and maybe even call the detective on it. I don't know. Like the same detective is still on it, and I called him about. I don't know if it was Tabitha Tutors or he's on both of them. He's on both of those cases. I don't remember which case that I talked to him about, or maybe I talked to him about both of them and how I'd mapped them. And he got pissy with me, and he was like, "Well," acting like, "How did I know something?" And I said, "Well, I didn't know. I didn't know until you just confirmed that what I was thinking or what I was seeing could be right. I'm just an astrologer. I don't think you understand, Mr. Officer. I'm just an astrologer. I don't know shit. But now I do because you just confirmed it." So, I don't know. I don't know. I do know, though, from looking at some of the family's charts, like with Brooke Anderson, she has FBI connections in her chart. Some of her family members have FBI in their chart. I don't know her mom's birth time, but I do know some of her other family's birth times. And so maybe it is a good thing that Shannon, her mom, Jody Brooks' mom, is has stole her identity. She stole her identity to get food stamps and stuff. So that is a federal crime. You can't do that. That's when the FBI does get involved. But will they get involved with how is this gonna work itself out? I'm really anxious to see because right now, the FBI isn't on the case, and I don't know how the FBI is going to be showing up on the case in the future. So I'm really interested in seeing how this is gonna unfold with her case. But where we went, where Jody and I was, it is significant. I think it's a great hotspot. I mean, it's just there would be maybe before we get to the railroad track crossing, there's like almost a half of a mile on either side. I don't know. I think we need to see it during the day. Like we really need to go out there and walk it. And like I said, maybe the only thing that I can think of, Jill, is we would get uh weed whackers. I don't know how I would do that. I'm a part of the Find Me group, and I mean, they know what I do. They know what I do. That people just don't understand it. And I think that that's more than half the battle is that people don't even understand. I don't know, but I'm open to ideas. I'm open to any ideas that you guys would have. Yep. That was a really good thing when you've got people that will go and search, that's when it's gonna be fulfilling. The mapping is gonna be fulfilling, and that's gonna be something that, my work can one day be of service, you know? But without it, it's just me just talking about with you guys, unless I go and boots on the ground, and I don't maybe I should be training a dog myself, you know? they're all very interesting, you know? It's gonna be a lot of fun, Anna. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. If they are open, it will be willingly taken. If not, maybe it will make a believer. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, Curtis didn't know how to take me. That detective didn't know how to take me. Detectives that are on, some of these cold cases, or some of the retired detectives that are on some of these cold cases, I mean, I will talk to them. They're interested, but they don't have a whole lot of pull on the cases because they're not on them anymore. It just and the jurisdictions are very complicated. Sometimes they just don't work well together. The different organizations, the different investigative, um, personnel, they just don't work good together. The agencies, the FBI, the TBI, the marshals, the county, this, that, and the other, the DA, it's a lot of egos involved. It does start with being open, and I think more and more people are going to be open to this way because there's a lot of, Aquarian energy that is transforming for our future right now. I do too. I absolutely love learning about anything, anything, except math. I'm really not good with math, but I do like geometry. There's been so many local cases solved by psychics, but usually the last resort. Yeah. And it's really hard to find those psychics that are genuine, authentic. Just like with astrology. I mean, just like with astrology, definitely an ego problem. Mhm. It takes us all. That's right. You gotta work together. There's no I in team. Exactly. There's no I in team. If we could work together, I mean, I've seen psychics, like genuine psychics solve cases. I've seen it happen. I've been involved in those type of cases. I've seen it happen. Yeah, keep the alphabet out of the mathematics. Yes. I don't care about H, Y, and Z. Oh my gosh. Okay, I could care less. Jody did good with all that stuff. Not me. Not me, honey. Nope. Wonder if did Jeff go to sleep? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Jill, for your donation tonight, babes. You're so sweet. You're so sweet, Jill. Thank you, darling, for support. Your support. You're sweet. So, anyway, I think we'll do that. I think that we'll do something. I will get something together where we can do a Know Thyself series. A Know Thyself series. And we'll start and I'll put it Know Thyself 12th house, Know Thyself 11th house. Let's do something like that. And it'll be members only. It'll be just for us. Just for us. Okay. Thank you, babe. Let's do it. I mean, I'll video it. So the next time that I go, I'll go back to that place and I will video it and show it to you, Jill. I will show it to you. I don't know if we're going to be in, or you can just come here and we can go look at it together. We can just go look at it together and see what we think. You know, I think so too. I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun. I think it would be, interesting for everybody to learn. And yeah, we'll do that. What days work better for you guys? Because I could be in Nashville, I could be in Nashville from Tuesday, like I was this week. I could be there from Tuesday to Thursday, Tuesday to Friday, Wednesday to Thursday. I mean, but in the middle of the week is really not that good for me, but weekends are good for me most of the time. Mondays are good for me. Sundays, Mondays. I wish you didn't live so far away either, April. And you also got teenage girls. I mean, ugh, you know, shit. We put some boots on them. No, they would freak out. Having. Uh, yeah, we'll do that, guys. We'll do that because anyone that has a chart, even if you could just screenshot it, you don't have to have it printed out, but screenshot it and you know a shed on somebody's property. I mean, just live simple. Just simple. Hey, I will take them. Send them my way. Send them my way. Shoot, we'll just send them to Jody's. Let Jody babysit. Jody and Janelle. Oh my God. They wore me out this week that Janelle had all the girls, her boyfriend's 2 girls and her girl, which they're all good. I mean, they're not bad kids, but man, your girl is worn out as she should. Like I said, Jody's like, "Let's go play pool." I'm like, "Dude, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to knock out." We were up at 3:30 the morning before. Jeez. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and I was so glad that we did. Guys, I'm telling you, seeing that place, I wanna search it so bad. It would talk his ears off. Overstimulation. Kids are mostly good. They just have so much energy. They do. They do, and you gotta entertain them. They want something, I go in there, "Okay, go count to 10,000." "Well, I don't know how to count to 10,000." "Okay, well, when you learn how to count to 10,000, you know, clean up, clean up." That's my favorite song with the kids. "Everybody do your share. It's time." It does. It does, especially when you get older, my gosh. Man, yeah. I mean, I'm just like going, going, going like the Energizer Bunny. But Jody has gotten, I mean, he's gotten where he's like, you know, he's staying up during the night. He works until, he may not get home till midnight. And so it takes him a couple of hours to simmer down, and then he's at it all over again the next day. So, his nights are active. My days are active. But now I've gotten on a weird ass schedule. I am tired. Thanks, April. Y'all are too funny. Y'all are too funny. Yeah. I think I look pretty dang good to be up, girl. I think I look pretty dang good to be up all night, 2 nights in a row. It feels like 3 nights in a row, though. I feel like I've been just going, going, going. I've been going back and forth to his house, to her house, to his house, to her house. But I wouldn't change it for the world. I loved it. It was great. It was great. I love spending time with my kids. I love it. My daughter sent me this TikTok today, it made me cry. I know. Like, "Girl, you look tired. Go to bed." Go to bed, Jennifer. Yeah. Yep. Feel like you're floating. Yep. Jeff's already asleep in there. Y'all know when he's not chatting in here, he's done knocked out. He knocked out right after we started going. Look, he hadn't chimed in so long. He hasn't chimed in so long. Yeah, I'm ready for you to get up on panel and start reading us some cards. Hey, D Green. I'm going to. And I'm gonna think about this Know Thyself 12th house when we're gonna do it. And we'll get it started. We'll get it started. We need that. We need that fun. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. I am going to get some rest. Do it all. I'm so excited to talk about astrology tomorrow with y'all. It's like I've got so much to talk about. I don't even know which subject to choose from. But I mean, I did want to talk about Chiron and the summer solstice because that's a pretty big deal right now. I think it's going to be a big deal in general with Chiron in in Taurus. I'm going to Anna. I'm going to. Thank you guys. Okay, cool. Orb attraction. That sounds good. That is hilarious, Witchy Mama. Hold on. Oh my gosh.
Hey, girls.
Hey,
What you doing?
you know what I'm doing.
I know. Don't tell me.
I just did. You know I'm live.
Well, I thought you were getting off.
I am.
Okay.
All right, guys. What time? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Marianne. It's definitely not going to be late. Well, you said yes. I will do it in the group just because of the time difference. Yeah, I'll give us enough notice. Okay. Yeah, I'll give us enough notice. I'll figure it out. How about we start Sunday? How about we start Sunday? Maybe Sunday, 2 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock. Sunday 5, Sunday 6. Y'all let me know. What do you think, Jody?
Sunday.
Sunday? Yours isn't doing it. He looked like Earnhardt Jr. Hold on.
Say I look like Earnhardt. Who's
Orb attraction.
huh?
Orb attraction said you look like Earnhardt Jr.
Oh my gosh. Like Dale?
Yep.
Oh my god.
You see it?
No. Oh yeah.
Why don't you just come up on panel?
You're getting your rest.
Oh my God. 4 p.m. Sunday. Sounds good. The earlier the better, 2-ish. Okay, so maybe Sunday between 2 and 4, something like that. The earlier the better. All right. Do you want to come up here?
No.
All right. Witchy Mama said, hey, Jody.
So I said, hey, Witchy.
There you go.
Hey, Witchy Mama.
He's cooking, it looks like.
Yeah, I just got done doing dishes and all the cooking.
Oh, okay. Orb's in Vegas. Oh, I'm in Vegas. She's like, I'm in Vegas. Sorry, guys. I'm going to. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm better than y'all.
All right, guys. Peace out. Love you guys. I will be putting a thumbnail out for Know Thyself. Know Thyself. Peace out, guys.